In this world, nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. This famous quote by Benjamin Franklin is a universal truth today, especially the income tax that lightens our wallets every month. But did you know that this system, where the state scrutinizes your personal earnings to take a cut, has only existed for about 200 years? Before 1799, income tax as we know it didn't exist. Governments mainly relied on excise taxes on goods like alcohol, tobacco, and tea, or taxes on visible assets. The most absurd was the window tax. Since more windows meant more wealth, people actually bricked up their windows to avoid paying, creating a bizarre landscape. However, at the end of the 18th century, a massive storm cloud gathered over Britain. Napoleon Bonaparte. Britain had to pour astronomical amounts of money into the military to stop his ambitions. The national debt had reached its limit, and taxes on windows or carriages were no longer enough. Britain was on the brink of bankruptcy. Enter the savior, William Pitt the Younger, the genius politician who became prime minister at just 24. On January 9, 1799, he made a historic declaration in the British Parliament. To win this war, we must take unprecedented measures. We will tax your income. The criteria were as follows. Those earning under £60, about $8,000 today, were exempt. Those between £60 and £200 paid a graduated rate. And those earning over £200 paid a flat 10%. The reaction was one of explosive rage. The state spying on how much I earn. This is a grave violation of a free Britain's rights. People felt that disclosing their income was as shameful as being stripped naked. Government audits were even dubbed an economic inquisition. Despite the controversy, the income tax was incredibly effective. Britain rebuilt its military with this revenue and eventually defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Once the war ended, the tax was abolished as promised, and the government even burned all records related to it. They wanted to erase the very memory of income tax. But the government couldn't forget the stable revenue they had tasted. In 1842, PM Robert Peel revived the income tax. And nations worldwide, including the US, followed suit, completing the tax system we have today. The income tax we pay today began as an emergency fund to stop a massive enemy named Napoleon. If there had been no war then, would we have thicker paychecks now? Or would we be suffering under some other bizarre tax? January 9th, a day that changed our lives as much as the iPhone did, marked the birth of the income tax. If you found this historical journey interesting, please subscribe and like for more stories.